But guess what? I failed a zombie test, my nigga. Will you survive an actual zombie apocalypse? And that's a test to tell you if you pick the wrong answer, how you would die in each way, shape, or form.
This is a quiz to find out if you'd survive a zombie apocalypse. Not movie logic, not gamer instincts, actual survival decision making pulled from disaster studies, urban collapse scenarios, and real world psychology. It's 28 questions long. Some of the questions are easy, most of them are not. For each of the questions, you get 4 options to pick from, and I'll tell you the right answer and explain why the others most likely will get you killed. As we go through the quiz, you should keep track of your score. You get 1 point per correct answer. And at the end, I'll tell you whether or not you'll last.
Okay.
So before we begin, I'm going to give you some context as to this world and also the scenario so that you can make informed choices. So this quiz, right, this scenario, it uses classic slow-moving zombies. So like classic infection type zombies with moderate hearing and smell.
Walking Dead.
They have poor eyesight, especially in low lighting. These zombies will notice if you're loud, if you're fast, or if you're bleeding. In terms of how to defeat them, the zombies don't feel pain. They don't bleed out. The only tried and tested way to destroy them is by destroying the brain. And they don't stop unless you hit a central nervous system, so when you're picking weapons, that's what you're aiming for. In terms of how the virus spreads, or how people turn, the virus spreads fast. People say it's from bites, maybe blood. It's not airborne as far as we know, but if someone gets it, they turn fast. To give you some context of you live in an urban area with 2 other people, so it's like a medium-sized city, pretty densely populated area with like the infrastructure of what you get in an urban area. So public transport, accessible supermarkets, roads, etc. I hope you took some notes or you remembered those facts because they may or may not be relevant in deciding what you'll do.
I remember everything,
so again,
guys.
I'll set out each question in turn and then the options, and I'll give you a couple of seconds to pick your answer. I'll tell you the right answer after each question and give you an explanation as to why that's the right answer. Feel free, obviously, to pause the video to take more time if you need it, and most importantly, keep track of how many answers you get right or wrong for your final score at the end. And without further ado, let's begin. So you've just confirmed it, it's a zombie outbreak. You live in the 2nd floor apartment in a medium-sized city, and it's the first 10 minutes. What do you do? Option A, leave immediately by car and head towards the countryside. Option B, grab a backpack and head on foot to the nearest supermarket. Option C, wait a bit, gather information, and then leave before nightfall. Or option D, stay put and begin fortifying your home.
First of all, for my intelligence, my intelligent people, right? Let's ponder on this real, right? It's a zombie apocalypse on the 2nd floor of an apartment complex in a medium city. Me, I already got my weapons of choice already in my crib. So, and mind you, I'm probably supplied for about 2 days. About food and water and shit. I'm supplied for about 2 days. So, the only thing I should be worried about, staying in that motherfucking house and lock it, make sure that motherfucker's secured. If I got roommates, make sure they cool. Don't worry about my neighbors, because nigga, fuck them, honestly. Nigga, they could survive on their own time, my nigga. Let me get my shit secured, then I can start moving around. So, stay put and begin fortify my crib. If she say otherwise, she wrong.
So the correct answer is option D, stay put and begin fortifying your home. So the reason that this is the right answer is because leaving in the first wave is often one of the riskiest things that you can do. During the first wave,
you want to get bit, shot, robbed, or hit by a car.
Of an outbreak, infrastructure breaks down basically instantly. The roads are full of accidents and abandoned cars, emergency services are overwhelmed or completely gone, and if you're in a vehicle, you're likely going to get stuck. And if you're on foot, you're probably going to be exposed. Another reason to stay put is because you have more control at home. You know your layout, your entry points, and what you have at home. You're able to block doors, ration supplies, and also reduce noise. All in all, staying put has fewer variables and more you can control, and there's also just less visibility to the outside world and its threats. Public spaces during this time are basically chaos zones because supermarkets and gas stations are early hotspots for violence, looting, infection spread. The majority of people that die early in disaster events,
like I say, I'm gonna wait my week. I'm in an apartment so I can't sit on the porch. But just know, I'm putting that motherfucker out the window like these. Talk with them niggas. With my time to shine, ooh wee. For the less chaos and less reach outside, I'm gonna be outside shing, 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 get into where I gotta go and coming back to my fortified crib. And make sure I can get back in that motherfucker. Because guess what? My whole floor gonna be secure before I get downstairs. I'm not gonna let everybody know. Yo, you good? And like, ching, over with. And guess what, nigga? I'm gonna use stay home as an extension because I'm a body up, fortify that front door, and cut a hole in the wall. I got out with the second space. Think logically.
Do so because they go out
out.
grab more supplies. Another reason to stay is because waiting often gives you more information. In the next 12 to 48 hours, you'll learn what's happening, where to go or avoid, and whether there's an organized response. And so people who leave immediately often walk into blind danger. The only exceptions where leaving might be the right choice is if your building is actually compromised, like if there's an infected person inside and there's no way to secure it, or if you have a clear escape plan with pre-packaged supplies and like a safe destination, or if you live somewhere that's completely indefensible. So for example, there's a glass storefront, or you're on the ground floor, or if there's wide entry points. But other than that, the safest thing to do is to stay and fortify and wait. So you've decided to stay put and ride out the first wave in your apartment. You've locked the doors, you've pulled the curtains, and you've confirmed it's a real outbreak. What's the smartest next move? Option A, start moving heavy furniture to block entry points. Option B, fill bathtubs, sinks, and pots with clean water. Option C, inventory your kitchen and make a ration plan. Or option D, turn on the news and call your loved ones for updates.
First of all, D is not it's out the question. D is not an answer. Okay, let me tell you why all the options are good options. A is not a good option, first of all. You making too much noise, right? Bathtub with clean water, okay, that's a great option. So, literally, okay, bang, or fill water bottles or big ass tubes of water because you know water not gonna last that long. B will be a great second pick. But B and C could be a hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? B and C could go hand in hand, so it's like either or. So I'm gonna say B and C is like more of a one answer. So I'm gonna say E for B and C. Because that's more likely what you are going to have to do. Because you're gonna be as soon as you study this shit, I'm like, damn, okay. Let me see what I got in this refrigerator. How long I can last? Now you get to putting shit together. Now I'm like, water might go out soon. And the water might get contaminated. Nigga, start pouring water and anything that could conceal water, dump it in that motherfucker. And, you know, so B and C. So either or, I got it right.
Prototype.
Either one she picked, I got it right, because it's really the same thing.
The correct answer is option B, fill all possible containers with clean water. So the reason this is the right answer is because in disaster scenarios, especially when infrastructure is unstable, water is often one of the first systems to fail. City water might stop flowing or become contaminated within hours of an outbreak. And since you're at home and you have a bathtub, bathtubs can act as large reservoirs for washing or flushing, and pots, bottles, and kettles are drinking water reserves. Because the power might cut out at any time, this is definitely the most important thing to do, and you should fill any container while the water pressure is still on. So why are the other options not correct? So option A, if you barricade, this is important, but time-sensitive utilities come first. For option C, ration planning, again, this is smart, but no food is a problem in 3 days, while no water is a problem in the first day. And option D, turning on the news and calling your loved ones, that sounds useful, but communication noise risks attention, and you can also gather that information after securing the basics. Okay, so it's 15 minutes in, containers are full, the pressure is dropping, the power is still on, but it could cut out at any moment. What's the smartest next move? Option A, inventory food in order of perishability and set ration sizes. Option B, stand on the balcony to gauge how many people are on the street. Option C, drag a bookcase against your front door for extra bracing. Or option D, write a visible note on your front door saying, alive inside, uninfected, in case help comes.
First of all, y'all know me. I don't give a fuck who coming. Ain't no, nigga, this is my story. I do this. I'm not finna write no shit on my motherfucking door so you give niggas the thought to come and run in my shit. No, fuck them. Me versus everybody in this bitch. So I'm going with A. I'm not. Don't become friends with me in no apocalypse, my nigga. I am not your friend. We are not a team. If you can't take care of yourself, guess what? God. I'm not Drake. My ankle cap, I won't even have a bookcase in my crib. But the door is okay, you know what? First 15 minutes, okay, you gotta put something over the door. Facts. I'm glad you said that because I'm already thinking the shit already blocked in my head. I'm already thinking it's blocked. So you know what? It's food. I'ma still go with food. I'ma still go with food. But you know what? You gotta block the door. So I'm gonna go with C. I'm gonna go with C. I'm gonna go with C because you still gotta block the door because I never blocked the door yet.
So the correct answer here is option A, inventory and ration food.
I should stay with my guts. I should stay on my gut. 3 for 3. Thank you.
So the reason that this is important is because a calorie plan prevents panic eating and also using fridge power while you still have fridge power. Option B is incorrect because this makes you a visible target. Your silhouette against the sky is bait for both infected people and opportunistic survivors, and it's not worth the risk this early. Option C, bracing the door, is not wrong, but it's slightly premature. You're still going to want flexibility to move between the rooms and also possibly scavenge from your neighbors or adjust sound or light control. And option D, the front door note, this might emotionally feel smart, but ultimately it's a liability. This is because it draws attention to your apartment and it also gives away the fact that someone is alive inside and likely with resources. It also just increases your risk of being targeted by desperate people, and there's no guarantee who reads this.
I'm not your
So
friend,
you're
I'm
an
not
hour
your
in
buddy,
the
I'm not your
outbreak,
bestie.
the supplies are counted, you share the space with your 2 flatmates. What's the next priority? Option A, establish a silent alert or knock code for movement inside the flat. Option B, cook a large hot meal before the gas or electricity dies. Option C, assign one person to sit by the peephole and watch the hallway. Or option D, start binge charging every device you own.
There is no point of charging no devices but flashlight. That's the only thing you should be charging because if power go out, that means communication is already gone. Once communication gone, what the fuck do we need this shit for? You know what I'm saying? Who you call the army, the military? I'm not finna fuck them niggas with this shit going on. They gonna try to hurt me. They gonna try to get me more than the goddamn zombies. Think about it. Cook a large meal. Why is we cooking a big ass meal? We fucked up our whole meal for the how long we gotta survive. No. Peephole, we ain't gotta watch the peephole because who we looking out for? We gonna come with codes and shit. Gonna maneuver around this motherfucker. We're gonna have our 1-2-1-2. We gotta get this shit locked in. We're gonna fuck out of here. We're gonna have everything. We're gonna make a fucking map.
So the correct option is option A, to have a silent alert system. So the reason this is the right answer is because having discipline in how you communicate can stop accidental shouting, accidental noise, and door opens later. Hot food and device charging matters, but all of these other things can wait until rules against loud mistakes, which are potentially fatal mistakes, are put in place. Okay, so you're now 2 hours into the outbreak. Communications are set and it's still quiet outside. What do you do next? Option A, pick one windowless interior room as the fallback or the sleep space. Option B, clear the hallway outside your unit of any loose objects.
No.
Option C, start boiling tap water to sterilize it while power remains.
No.
Or option D, spread your stored water containers across different rooms in case of a breach. So the correct option here...
Hold on, madam. Wait. Let me finish. Let me cook. Okay. Why is we boiling water? The water not contaminated yet. It's still fresh water that we already put up. We don't need to do that yet. We're good. No boiling water. Why? Boom. We don't need spread. We might spread the water, but it's like you don't really need to spread. Yeah, you do need to spread the water out. But like if my shit, I ain't gotta worry about no breach because my shit gonna be secured. You don't know that. Man, if we already set the water aside before it got contaminated, how is it already contaminated? It ain't still fresh. It ain't fucked up yet. If it was fucked up then, yeah. It ain't fucked up yet. It's still fresh. That's the first thing we did. Think about it. Remember, that was the first thing we did before it got contaminated. Don't need to do that. You got fresh water already. You're already 2 hours in. But like, how can the water get contaminated if it just starts? Crazy. Being not clean on the hallway. So select a room with no windows, a sleeping room. Fall back space. Put that bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, gonna pick shifts. Boom. Pad that motherfucker down so like when you sleep, you won't be hitting the walls and shit. Pad that motherfucker down, make sure that motherfucker nice and cozy. And sleepable. They gonna be sleeping in the closet. Oh well, we gonna run shifts. Make sure we secure. So hey.
Breach. So the correct option here is option A, designate a fallback room. So the reason this is the right answer is because if the outer flat is breached, you need a last line of defense already chosen. So this is about prioritizing worst case preparedness before it's too late. By the 2-hour mark, we're assuming you've already secured water, you've already locked down and you've gone dark, and also the initial chaos has passed, but stability is still fragile. So option B, clearing the hallway of loose objects, is a good idea, but it's not really worth the risk of sound unless there's an active threat outside. Option C, boiling the water, sounds smart, but you've already filled containers at this point, and the tap water is still running, so it's not yet unsafe. The power right now might stay on for hours, or it might just cut suddenly, but even then, you can boil the water from the fallback room later. Boiling it right now just creates unnecessary heat, noise, and smell, which are all signals that you want to prevent early on. And finally, D, spreading the water containers around the room. This is like a good idea, but it's minor optimization. Obviously, if you're breached, you don't want all of your water in one place, but again, if you're breached that badly, the whole flat is essentially compromised. And the fallback room should already have its own mini storage. Okay, so you've made it to the end of day 1. The barricades, water, food, signals, safe room, and hygiene are all handled. What should you do to finish the day? Option 1, stay awake all night in rotating 2-hour guard shifts.
What I just say? We gonna do shifts. What I just say? Carter, what's the word,
Option
gang?
B, start a small cooking fire on the balcony to reduce indoor smells. Option C, signal from a window in Morse code that survivors are inside. Or option D, mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline and nightly routine.
Nigga, we don't need D, my nigga.
Bring your agent.
What's the word?
Monday.com.
We taking this test about would you survive a zombie apocalypse? And I'm on 5. Oh shit. A or D? It's A. It's the end of the day. We ain't gotta do none of that. It's A. Nigga, we got, cause somebody gotta be up for if we hear some shit. Hey, somebody gotta be fully awake. If somebody come knocking on this door, or it's a breach of this motherfucker. Yeah, so we gotta rotate shifts. Somebody, we gonna have to get our rest. When at least sometime. Cause somebody gonna be in a panic and be like, oh, cause you need to be energized for the next day, cause the next day gonna be tragic. The second day is always the worst day. You know what I'm saying? Cause then you gotta wake up and but really leave this shit really going on. It's A.
So the correct answer here is option D, build a timeline. So
we don't need a timeline. See, you know, we different niggas. We different niggas, but it's okay.
The reason that this is the right answer is because this sets psychological expectations and also ration discipline. Setting fires, making signals, or having exhausting all-night watches just create risk without adding any immediate survival value.
Different strokes
so it's
for
now
different
been 48
folks.
hours since the beginning of the outbreak. You've not heard any sirens, no screams, no gunfire, just silence. You crack a window and you listen, and movement sounds faint and far away. What do you do now? Option A, slide open the window a few more inches.
I didn't hear the question. It's been 48 hours, no sirens, no screams, no gunfire, just silence. Crack a window and let it move. Okay.
Faint and far away. What do you do now? Option A, slide open the window a few more inches for ventilation because the air inside is stale. Option B, scan the street from behind the curtain for movement or patterns. Option C, step briefly onto your balcony and confirm how many bodies you can see below. Or option D, knock on the ceiling to check if the neighbors upstairs are still alive.
Fuck the neighbors, honestly. Fuck the neighbors. Honestly, if you really checking on neighbors, good for you. Woohoo. Nigga, not me. Like I said, we solo doling. If I was to, it's 48 hours. Let me admit, it's day 2. So either literally I'm in between A and B. I'm in between A and B because nigga, we're gonna need some fresh air. But as we get a fresh air, I'm gonna be looking around, see what's going on. Like, cause somebody gonna need to see what's going on outside. So it's between A and B. So, cause I feel like it's the same shit. A and B. It's either or. I'm right. Either or.
So the correct answer here is option B, scan the street discreetly.
Yeah.
So the reason that this is correct is because in the 48-hour period, this phase is about information without exposure. If you're looking quietly through a covered window, this can give you insight into movement without sound or silhouette. Opening a window or stepping outside creates unnecessary noise and profile. And knocking is an even worse idea because you don't know who's alive or what they'd do if they heard you. If you suspect that the apartment across the hall is abandoned, the door is cracked, what do you do? Option A, enter quietly and search it for supplies.
But the apartment cause it abandoned. Right. Okay. I ain't gonna cap. That was me. The door in front of us cracked. So which means they left or tried to leave and got gagged. So you gotta think that in mind. Right? So it's either everybody leaves together, right? Everybody tactically. All right, boom. This how you finna do this. Go in here, stay together, don't leave nobody. We go each room, we checking it together. We don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna quietly go through here. Cause just in case shit pop off, we can stay in here. You know what I'm saying? And we won't have to be, or ain't gonna cap. Having both would be clutch. Having one step behind and 2 go look. So 1 step behind to stay at the door for lookout. And have 2 go through that motherfucker. If it's clear, go back to the room, make sure that door closed, and come back later. And with a hard plan to scavenge that shit through.
Option B, close and secure the door from the outside to prevent risk later. Option C, leave it untouched. Or option D, knock once, wait, and then cautiously enter with your knife drawn.
He sound like a good one. Bang. I'm gonna say D.
So the correct answer here is
It's A and
option
D.
A, enter quietly and search.
Yeah.
So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, controlled scavenging is strategic. If
Yeah.
a room is clearly empty, it's better that you take
Let
its
me-
resources before
Let me
some.
check the door.
One clearly more desperate does. Avoiding all unknowns also isn't sustainable long term. Don't knock, don't announce, don't waste the opportunity. At night, you hear footsteps and whispering outside your apartment door.
Oh.
It's clearly human. What do? Option A, stay completely silent. Don't move.
A.
Don't make noise. Option B, whisper to your group to grab weapons in case they come in. Option C, make a
B.
deliberate sound to show that you're at home and you're not worth breaking in. Or option D, wait for them to move on and then open the door quietly to check.
It's more of a B and A situation.
App in base 44.
Guys,
B.
So the correct answer here is option A, stay silent.
It was
So the
one of
reason that this
the
is the
same
right
shit.
answer is because this isn't the time to act. Silence is your defense. If they're looters, they'll avoid
It's-
resistance, and if they're
It's
passive,
one of them. It's one of these. One of these. It's one of these. They like you already in bed, right? And you had some you Stay completely still though. Don't move. Just. So it's the same thing.
Panicking, noise can make them choose your door. If
You know
they're
what I'm saying?
infected, sound draws them. You only move
Cause
if
like,
they try to enter.
think about it.
and even-
Think about it. If we hear some shit, what do niggas always do? They. You know what I'm saying? What I do when I be hearing shit by the window, I don't move. But guess what? It's already in my hand. I don't gotta look for it. It's already here. You know what I'm saying? So stay still, stay quiet, but how that Dallas area you gotta. That's what I'm saying. But guess what? I still do the same.
Your flatmate
Just in
whispers to you
case.
loudly during a routine water check, and you hear a muffled groan from somewhere in the hallway a few minutes later. What do you do? Option A, take a position at the door with a weapon in case someone comes through. Option B, quietly relocate everyone to your fallback room and lock the door. Option C, tell them to stay put and go investigate alone while it's quiet. Or option D, whisper sharply at them, telling them to shut up and listen.
D.
So the correct answer is option B, relocate to the fallout room. So the reason this is the right answer—
Man, I ain't relocated nowhere, nigga. This is my story. I do this shit. That's my story. That's her opinion.
is because containment is the protocol here. Fallback spaces exist for this reason. You don't split up, you don't go hunting, and you don't escalate anything. This is defensive discipline.
I'm not escalated. Shh. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta be ready, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Move to the stronghold and listen. If nothing—
No, nigga, if shh. Can't hear a nigga. Shh. Shh. Can't hear no. Shh. Nigga, that's what I'm saying. If niggas that quiet, nigga gonna hear that shh. Nigga. Oh, buddy.
You overhear a broadcast on a still working radio. Evacuation might be happening 6 miles away at an old stadium, but you don't have any further details and there's also no schedule. What do you—
I'm not going. Off rip, I'm not going. Fuck evacuation. This is my story. I'm gonna live my truth, my nigga. I'm staying here. I'm staying 10 toes.
Option A, immediately pack and leave while the streets are quiet. Option B, wait 24 hours to gather more information or listen for updates. Option C, prepare a bag and scout the route before committing. Or option D, ignore it.
Ignore it.
So the correct answer here is option C, which is prepare to move, but don't move just yet. So the reason this is the right answer—
She trusts the government. I don't. We live in two. What I be saying, we live two different lifestyles, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to them for no evacuation. I would never do that. I said this millions of times. I would never do it. She want to go with them. I'm not. I would never. So that's 9 out of 11. 9/11, nigga. It get dangerous
you
around
leave
this.
now, you risk walking into chaos or nothing at all.
No.
But ignoring it completely is also a gamble. The right call here is
No.
controlled contingency.
I'm
You
not
should prep a
going.
bag, watch for signals, and then assess the route. Okay, so you've gathered your bag, and now you have to choose one weapon to take when fleeing.
I am not going at all. Fuck them. Fuck, I'm not gonna go for their resources so they like, come here, you can't go nowhere. Nigga, ooh. I do this shit on my own. Then they get a point they gun at me, gonna say something, you gotta stay here. Nigga, you don't control me, nigga. And I'm gonna walk off. I warn them niggas. Stop it. You've got your gear and now you have a choice to which weapon you want to take.
In the apartment.
Katana.
What's the smartest grab? Option A is a long crowbar. Option B, a short machete. Option C
Machete.
is a steel baseball bat. Or option D, a cordless drill.
Mercedes. Or run a bit like I'm Jason. Shady.
So the correct answer here is option A, the long crowbar. So the reason this is the right answer is because this is the weapon that you're gonna grab before leaving your apartment. So the weapon choice here needs to factor in, number one, how lethal it is against zombies, especially skull trauma. Number 2, utility in the field, so how it works against doors, fences, or breaking into places. Number 3, durability and portability. You want a weapon that won't break and it won't slow you down. Number 4, ease of use under stress, so no skill or precision needed. The reason the crowbar is the best choice is because it
I'm still bringing a machete with me. I don't care.
delivers focused and dense impact, which is ideal for cracking skulls. It also functions as a multi-tool, so it can open doors.
Okay. Think about these. Swing a crowbar at a zombie, right? Throw the hook in. Hit him. That bitch stuck in his head and that motherfucker still coming towards you. What you gonna do when that motherfucker stuck in his head, you can't get him out, now you surrounded? What you gonna do? You gonna keep doing it, ain't gonna say, it's stuck, and leave it and run? Fuck no. Machete. Not 10 out of 12.
Doors, pry fences, break windows. There's no edge to maintain, there's no power required, and it's nearly indestructible. And basically, it works in both combat and escape.
10 out of 12.
It's the most versatile survival tool that you can carry. The machete was a viable option, but it's risky. It's good in the sense that it's fast and it's light, and it's good for clearing brush or like cutting rope, but it's not really designed for hard impact because it can slice through soft.
According to her, she's gonna follow the government. I'm not. 10 out of 12.
Tissue, but it might get stuck in bone. And remember from the beginning of this video, I told you that in order to defeat a zombie, you have to aim for its brain. And in order to get to the brain, you have to go through the skull. And a machete...
Let's go get... Nigga! Cut the head off! Duh! Fuck! Who cares if it keeps moving? They ain't got nothing to do with me. The head gone. Nigga, I don't care. After that, it's not to me. Nigga, my job is done. Shink. Nigga, fuck out of here. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Can get stuck in a skull or in the bone of its neck if you're trying to cut its head off.
No,
the baseball bat also looks like it could be a really good idea, but it's probably going to perform poorly. The reason for this is because it's unnecessarily heavy, it's tiring to swing, and also there's no extra function besides the intimidation. Bats also often glance off of bone, so it's actually not great for cracking skulls, especially if you're swinging at a bad angle. And the cordless drill is wrong because this might sound like a really good idea, but drills are not going to be useful unless it's precisely placed. It's also going to require 2 hands, close contact, and also, most importantly, electricity and battery power. And once it's dead, it's useless, and there's no extra utility or intimidation value to it. You now go into your kitchen for a secondary weapon. Which of these gives you the best chance of stopping a zombie in close combat? Option A, a chef's knife. Option B, a wooden rolling pin. Option C, a butcher's cleaver. Or option D, a screwdriver.
Okay.
Is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe.
Now, why she say some bullshit like the screw could penetrate straight to the brain, you could go through the eye, a knife is cool, but yada yada yada. But me, I'm grabbing that motherfucker butcher's knife. The butcher's knife is not a good one. I lied. Chef's knife. That's the best one. Screwdriver, you'll be like, but you can also do it with that one knife. But it depends on the kitchen knife. The kitchen knife won't be that strong against the skull. Think about it, it's a part, right? The screwdriver, you gotta bang. You don't ever cap. A screwdriver is the most valuable weapon in The Walking Dead, because guess what? Bang. Knife, you gotta. Knife cool. I'm gonna say screwdriver. It's one or the other. The knife or the screwdriver. It's one of them. Yeah. No, knife with a screwdriver. I don't know, but it's knife with a screwdriver. This one or the other.
So the correct answer here is option C, a butcher's cleaver.
No, it ain't.
So the reason this is the right answer
No, it ain't. 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 You want me to tell you why it ain't? You want to tell me why it ain't? Which movie have you ever seen a nigga use a butcher's knife to kill a motherfucking zombie? I mean, it look cool. It look like it's gonna ching, 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 or bang, but that bitch gonna get stuck. I mean, a screwdriver gonna get stuck too. All that shit gonna get stuck. So you gotta be ready to lead them hoes. Honestly, all of them gonna get stuck. So I'll take that L.
Cleaver has the mass and blade thickness to damage a skull with short range strikes. The chef's knife is most likely going to be too thin and it risks snapping or getting stuck. And the rolling pin, it feels like a bat, but it's probably too light to do real damage, and as I said with the bat, most likely it'll bounce or glance off bone. The screwdriver here could be good because it could puncture, but it'll probably only go through soft points and you need perfect aim under pressure. Therefore, it's not the best option. So you've packed your small bag, and a local broadcast says that evacuation teams are moving towards a nearby stadium within the next 48 hours.
I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. Like I said, I'm not going with them. I'm on my own.
What time of day do you plan to move? Option A, leave just before dawn. Option B, leave in the middle of the day. Option C, leave after dark. Or option D, leave right away.
I'm not going. None of above. I'm not going. Honestly, I'm not going. I'm not
So
going
the
to
correct
go.
answer here is option A, leave just before dawn. So
No.
the reason this is the right answer is because leaving right before sunrise gives you...
I don't care what I will leave that answer blank. 10 times out of 10. Like, I stand on what I believe in. And I would never go to them so they could control me, tell me what I can and can't do. Nigga, no. I'm the main character of this bitch. I'll probably out-survive them niggas. Oh, that's what, like, the evacuation of people for, like, the people that can't take care of themselves. Fuck out of here. Ooh. Like, you ever see, like, the people that you could obviously tell that can't take care of themselves in a situation like that, that's what them are for. I say those are for, like, y'all ever seen the street signs? Those are for the people that can't barely drive. Or for the people that, like, don't pay attention to nothing, don't know their right of ways about shit. Like, I feel like if everybody knew how to drive, we wouldn't need the signs and shit. Honestly.
both enough light to navigate without drawing too much attention,
while
most threats, either human or zombie, are
that's when the
less
sun come up, I think.
Night travel is not a good idea because it increases the risk of tripping, noise, or panic, and broad daylight also makes you way too visible. So you've exited your apartment and you're making your way towards the stadium. Before seeing any zombies, you spot a group of 3 scavengers near a parked car.
No.
One is searching the trunk, another is standing lookout, and the third is carrying a pipe. They haven't noticed you yet. What do you do? Option A, approach calmly and ask if they've seen safe zones.
No.
Option B, stay low and observe from a distance before deciding. Option C, circle wide and avoid contact entirely.
C.
Or option D, follow them quietly to see where they're heading.
C. If I was to go with them, C. Because they might try to rob you or kill you. They tell you what you got. Give me your book bag.
So the correct
nigga.
answer here is option C, avoid contact entirely. So the reason this is the right answer is because a wide detour keeps your location, your supplies, and your intentions secret. Early survival states that stealth is more important than alliance building. Option A, approaching calmly, is not the right answer because in early outbreaks, strangers are often scared and hyper-reactive. There's also no trust networks established yet, so it's more likely that they'll escalate or become violent or betray you. Option...
If you see me scavenging in a zombie apocalypse and you think I'm finna help you, you better go the opposite way, my nigga. I'm gonna look at you, I'm gonna say, we got 5 minutes to get the fuck out my face. I'm built for this shit. Go away and go to the stadium. Don't come around me. Simple as that. Get out my way. I'm one of them. Like, if you gonna say you might say I'm gonna be dead in a week, so be it. Let me do me.
B, watching from a distance gives you intel, but it burns time and it also risks you being spotted if they sweep their surroundings. And if they see you first, you lose initiative. Option D, following them, is also not the best answer because stalking unknown people is risky and you could walk into their base or another group. There's no true incentive to doing this early on, and if you're caught, you're seen as a threat or a potential ambusher. So on your route, you end up crossing rooftops using ladders and fire escapes. On the next rooftop, you see a zombie standing on the far ledge. It's facing away and it hasn't noticed you yet. You need to cross that roof to reach the ladder. What do you do? Option A, move slowly.
I'm some stuff. Meek! And watch that body fall. Go across my motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? but don't let it fall to make noise. Ink and pull it down back on the roof. Yes, ha, and drag them down. A clean kill, stealth, don't nobody hear nothing. It won't fall, cause noise, nothing.
Across the rooftop, hugging the wall and staying silent. Option B, throw a bottle into the street below and lure it off the edge. Option C, try and sneak up and attack it with your crowbar. Or option D, wait for it to wander off before attempting the crossing.
I know what she finna say. Throw a bottle off the edge to lure it, but it's gonna cause make more or draw more. No. Sneak up on that hole. Ha! Break them down. Ha! 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 Make sure you don't get back up. That day I think, well, guess what? I go with C. That's my stealth way. She ain't get that
so the
dog
correct answer here is option A, move silently across. So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, the zombie hasn't seen you yet. You're not blocked and you don't need to engage. Stealth here minimizes all risk. Option B, throwing a bottle.
I'ma risk it. I'ma risk it. Never kid.
Could work if you were on the ground, but since you're on a rooftop, sound travels unpredictably and also it could just alert more zombies below. Sneaking up to attack it is also not necessary since it hasn't noticed you yet, and it also puts you in close quarters.
She talking about what's necessary. I don't care about what's necessary about this situation. I'm up on my kill count, my nigga. This is serious. She a passive player. I'm seeing it. She's very passive. She's passive.
With no backup plan.
She's
Option
passive.
D is potentially a good idea, but waiting could take forever
She's
and
passive.
waste
I'm not
ammo
a
while
passive
giving up
player.
control. You're cutting through a narrow alley, and about 30 feet ahead, you see a zombie. It hasn't noticed you yet, but it's directly between you and the exit. There's an open side door to your left, a dumpster you could climb, and also a loose pipe on the ground nearby. What do? Option A, pick up the pipe and
Cutting through the narrow alley about 30 feet ahead, you spot a zombie move slowly jack. Hasn't noticed you yet, but it's like, okay.
confront it before it gets closer. Option B, go into the side door and barricade it behind you to wait for a better moment. Option C, climb the dumpster, toss a small object away, and misdirect the zombie away from the exit. Or option D, dash past the zombie now while there's still distance.
Bro, grab the pipe, yeah. We confirming kills, my nigga.
So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and misdirection.
Bro,
so the reason this is the right
kills,
answer is because it has the best combination of both control of the situation and also momentum. Here, you're staying away from the action and you preserve your forward route, but you also don't trigger aggression. And you might be wondering now why a sound distraction is a correct answer in the alleyway, while on the previous rooftop question, I said that sound is unpredictable.
I can't live without
in the alleyway, you're in a contained space.
I can't live without
So there's tight walls and short distance, and you can also see the zombie, and it hasn't seen you yet. So here you're actually able to direct noise without just hoping that the zombie will react like in the previous question. And you have immediate visual feedback on how the zombie responds. And most importantly, you have escape options, such as a dumpster, side door, or a fallback path. Essentially, sound is a good tool here because it's in a space that's controlled, tight, and you can control. Sound is dangerous on a rooftop in the previous question because that's a high exposure space, because rooftops offer no cover. You can't see what's in surrounding buildings or below you, and a thrown bottle creates echoes, which could travel
literally, she is the reason we are outside. Think about it. She is the reason we are outside right now because she want to follow the government. Think about that. We would never have to do none of this if you stayed your little ass in the fucking house. Am I wrong? You probably be in the room crying and say, I just want help. I don't want to be here no more. They say they can help us. No, nigga. That's not me. I will be in the crib. That's what I'm saying. She is wrong.
Option A, fighting the zombie, is not the right answer because this is still too risky. You don't know if there are other zombies nearby or what's behind the zombie. And
so also, if other zombies nearby, why would you throw a bottle to choke all of them out? Am I crazy? You finna make more noise to bring more out instead of just coming confirming your one kill. Like, bro.
Weapon or not,
Think about
confrontation when you don't need to is high failure rate unless you're cornered. Option B, going to the side door and hiding, is a valid survival option, but you're now stuck in a closed building with its own unknowns inside. There's also no guarantee that the zombie will ever move on. So this option isn't wrong, but it's also not the best option. And option D, sprinting past, is also risky, because one wrong move and you could get grabbed. You turn a corner and you see another survivor. They're alone and they're sitting on a curb. From your first glance, they don't look injured. What do? Option A, approach slowly and ask if they're headed towards the stadium.
No!
Option B, cross to the other side and keep walking without making eye contact.
Yes!
Option C, turn back and take a longer route. Or option D, make brief eye contact and nod, and then keep moving.
Ignore them! Nigga, you ever seen a whole nigga sit there and ask you for change at a red light? Nigga, no. Fuck out of here. Nigga, no. Bye. E.
So the correct answer here is option D, brief eye contact and keep moving. So the reason this is the right answer is because you need to acknowledge this person without...
This nigga is stupid. Thank you. Let's change it up. Thank you. Because that shit was stupid as fuck. Gang. What the fuck?
Making eye contact shows your confidence and the nod signals peace. Option B or C, ignoring or avoiding them entirely, could be read as weakness, and option A of approaching them is risky. You don't know their intentions or what they've lost. While climbing a fence, you slice your...
It's risky. Nigga, I got a gun in my pocket. What's risky? He finna run up. Bang. Nigga, okay, draw off the herd, my nigga. Fuck them. Honestly.
Palm open on exposed metal. It's not deep, but it's bleeding.
You got a fence and you slice your palm open on the exposed. But it's bleeding. Guess what? You got a shirt on, rip it off. Prop that hand up. Keep it moving.
With whatever cloth you have. Option B, wash and disinfect it before sealing it up. Option C, ignore it since it's too small to matter. Or option D, wrap it in plastic to keep the blood from dripping.
Why she say some dumb shit? How you gonna seal it on the road? You ain't grab no medical supplies. You finna stop at Walgreens. Who walk around with alcohol? Raise your hand. Who got more than 3 bottles of alcohol in their house right now? Wash it with... How you gonna wash it? I mean, you can rinse it off with your water bottle, yes. You can wash it off with your water bottle and wrap that motherfucker, yes. But like, nigga, wrap that shit up. Throw that shit out, my nigga.
So the correct answer here is option B, clean and disinfect it. So the reason that this is the right answer is because any open wound is potentially an infection point, especially if you're touching surfaces or dead bodies. Every small cut matters in an unsanitary environment, and here you're protecting yourself from both regular and zombie-related infection.
Go from running your business solo
I want a zombie apocalypse to happen to see how long she survives.
Lighter in an abandoned garage. Do you rig a...
You found gasoline in a lighter in an abandoned garage. Rig a... What?
Related infections. You find gasoline in a lighter in an abandoned garage. Do you rig a Molotov cocktail for zombie defense? Option A, yes, because it's an explosive distraction and it destroys the zombie on contact.
Why the fuck is we still scavenging the garages if we going to the stadium? Do you want to get ready for war? Nigga, cause like nigga make it and jump that shit on themselves. Fuck up bad. Myself is really difficult to handle if you don't know what the fuck you do. If I never had one, I would not trust you with one. You feel what I'm saying? You light that hole, you throw it, start a fire, you cause a whole distraction. You only use it if you in a fucking corner. You cornered and you got nowhere else to go, and you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Light that hole. Bang. But other than that, no.
Option B, yes, but only as a last resort.
Yes.
Option C, no, because fire spreads unpredictably and it draws
Yes.
attention. Or option D, no, it's better saved for sterilizing tools.
Okay. Lost audio. Okay. But literally, I said no, don't use it at all. I said that. I'm sure you lose audio throughout the whole thing. I know that'd be a pain. Okay, next.
You're taking shelter in the back room of a corner shop when your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door, no windows, and a zombie just stumbled in from the front. Inside this room with you are a metal drawer, a kitchen knife, duct tape, and a narrow closet with slatted wooden doors. You have seconds to react. What do? Option A, tape the knife to a broken broom handle and prepare to fight. Option B,
Why the fuck is we taking all these extra steps? You want to be okay. Grab that fucking knife, put your big girl pennies on, and go cut that nigga.
hide silently in the closet and hope it passes. Option C, climb onto the metal drawer and prepare to strike from above. Or option D, make noise to lure the zombie fully in and then try and slip behind it and escape.
Taking shelter in a back room of a corner store, right? Route was blocked. It's a small space with you and the door. No windows, and the zombie just stumbled in front of you. Grab your fucking knife, whatever you got in your pocket, creep to the door, ha! Throw that nigga down, continue doing what you was doing. Let's say something.
So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and timing. So the reason this is the right answer is because standing on the drawer gives you both height, force, and also angle to strike the zombie. As established before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for it to enter and then drive a downward strike where it counts, this is probably your best bet. Option A, making the DIY spear, is not a good idea because makeshift spears often are not going to hold up in real pressure. A taped knife is unstable, and if you have one shot to pierce its skull, it's most likely not going to come from a very panicked jab. Option B, hiding in the closet, is normally a good idea, but again, this closet has slatted doors and the room is too small. If the zombie even hears a breath or brushes against the door, you're trapped inside with no escape. And option D, luring the zombie in and slipping past, could work in a bigger space, but
I
not
gotta sit
here.
down now.
As mentioned, it's a small room and you can't circle one in a small room and you have no idea what's waiting outside. So you've just successfully fought the zombie off at close range. You're unbitten, but its blood splattered on your mouth and your hands. What do you do first? Option A.
Gargle the water that you had. Listerine. You in the store already. You can find Listerine in the corner store. Think. Now, those are not options. She was not prepared for how my brain thinks. Grab some Listerine or gargle some water to get it out your mouth. Sterilize your mouth, my nigga.
A, wipe yourself down with a towel or cloth. Option B, rinse with soap and water immediately. Option C, disinfect your skin with hand sanitizer. Or option D, wait and see if symptoms appear.
Rinse your mouth with soap and water. This is good.
So the correct answer here is option B, rinse with soap and water. The reason this is the right answer is because if the virus spreads through blood, then you have to treat it like a biohazard. Soap and water removes infectious material better than alcohol, and sanitizer can't neutralize any contamination in the eyes or the mouth. Speed matters here, so waiting to see if symptoms appear is also a terrible idea. So by this point, all of your clean water is gone.
I feel like I'm more prepared. All my answers been very valid.
You find a puddle of murky water next to a corpse that's clearly been mauled by zombies. What do? Option A, boil the water because heat kills everything. Option B, filter the water with cloth and then boil it. Option C, avoid it unless you have proper filtration. Or option D, dilute it with cleaner water.
Nigga, hold on. Are we still going to the stadium? Is it still the same day? Why do we gotta sterilize water? Where the fuck is the stadium at? Where are you taking us? The other question we need to ask. Where are you taking us? Where's the stadium? How far do we gotta go? Is we still in the same day or days have passed trying to get to the stadium? If days have passed getting to this stadium, your water bottle, scoop some water up, pour it in like a pot, or whatever you got, boil it, fluff over, drain it out in the thing, clean out the pot again, boil the water again, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Just keep on going until it's diluted, get it cold again, now they got some water.
And hope it's safe. So the correct answer here is option C, avoid it without proper filtration. So the reason this is the right answer is because while boiling is effective against bacteria, it's not effective against all viral agents or chemical contaminants. And you don't know enough about zombie blood to know if it contains persistent infection particles. Option B, filtering with the cloth and then boiling, is also a bad idea because filtering only removes debris but not pathogens. You're inside a store.
She finna blow me. Go sleep. No.
With broken glass on the floor. A group of 4 zombies wanders in from a side entrance. They haven't noticed you yet, and you're crouched behind the checkout counter. What do? Option A, crawl quietly again.
We're back inside the store now. Why are we back in the store? Why are we back in the store? You're inside the store with broken glass on the floor, and group of 4 zombies wander in from the side entrance. They have noticed you yet. You're crouched behind the checkout counter. Okay.
And you're crouched behind the checkout counter. What do? Option A, crawl quietly against the back wall to the emergency exit. Option B, stay completely still until they pass, even if it takes hours. Option C, throw a metal object to the far corner and sneak out the front. Or option D, try and separate one from the group and take it down.
Hey, you're not capable. I'm talking about her right now. She is not capable about taking out a group of 4 right now. Hey. You included.
The correct answer here is option C, use noise tactically. The reason this is the right answer is because zombies react to sound, and you don't want them investigating your section of the store. Throwing an object quietly obviously creates false noise distraction, and it also gives you a chance to exit. Option B, waiting, was a valid answer, but it's a gamble on your time.
Where's my group? Where is the people I was with? Where's my group?
And option A is a bad idea because if you can remember from the scenario, there's glass on the floor, and crawling on glass is just risk.
Obviously, avoid the fucking glass. Are we toddlers? Holy.
Option D, engaging one, is dumb. You should probably know that by now. You should always avoid confrontation if possible, and remember there's a group of zombies.
See that point, because no matter how many times I think I got all the glass on, there's always
will here.
Think about it. Shattered glass on the floor. Okay, cool. Who's fucking crawling? Palms smashing the fucking floor into all the glass. Up behind the counter, right? I'm like these, right? Glass on the floor. Nigga, it's not fucking hard. It's not rocket science. Holy. You can avoid a piece of glass. You can. You gonna make, no, I'm not. I'll guarantee you I'm not.
So you continue making your way.
Bro, if they make a zombie course on pass with flying colors, make somebody, whoever, we got a sky zone, we got a military training thing, make a zombie apocalypse training ground. I guarantee you I'll pass that bitch with flying fucking colors.
To the stadium, you're almost there. When you're 2 blocks away from your destination, you realize that someone is quietly following you at a distance. They haven't called out yet. What do you do?
We 2 blocks away. Why am I worried for? Unless they run up. I'm finna stop and size them up. No, I'm 2 blocks away.
Option A, call them out and ask them to identify themselves. Option B, pick up your pace, make several turns to test if they're tracking you. Option C, stop.
Why am I making random ass turns? We 2 blocks away from my destination.
Abruptly and wait for them to catch up so you can confront them. Or option D, turn around and start walking towards them to.
We're 2 blocks away from your destination. How fucking far is these 2 blocks? How far is these 2 blocks? Why am I turning around wasting my time to go talk to niggas I could give less of fucks about? Why would I wait for them to catch up? No. Pick up the pace while I'm making several turns. We're 2 blocks away. We are 2 blocks away while I'm making so many turns.
Intimidate them. So the correct answer is option B, change your pace and test if they're following you.
We are 2 blocks away. We are 2 blocks away. If they follow me, so be it. Guess who's there? The fucking military are at the goddamn stadium. If they hostile, they gonna shoot them.
The reason this is the right answer is because if someone's following you silently, you should never confront them directly. Change your pace and take sharp turns, and if they match you, it's deliberate. Once you've established they are in fact following you, then you can break the line of sight and change direction. Talking to them or walking towards them gives them control, and you need options here that minimize risk. So you've just changed pace and you've made several sharp turns, and they match every move. So now you know they're deliberately following you. You're still 2 blocks away from your destination. What do you do? Option A, duck into a building, break the line of sight away from your match options here that minimize risk. So you've just changed pace and you've made several sharp turns, and they match every move. So now you know they're deliberately following you. You're still 2 blocks away from your destination.
I'm still 2 blocks away. I made all these fucking turns. I made these 2 unnecessary ass turns. And I'm still 2 blocks away. I got a question. Why did I leave the house in the first place? Last thing, why did I leave the house?
What do
with
you
no
do?
water.
Option A, duck into a building.
It's still the same day. Now I don't got no fucking water.
Break the line of sight and then exit via a back route. Option B, run the final 2 blocks to lose them and reach the evacuation point as fast as you can. Option C, hide in a shadowed spot and ambush them when they pass. Or option D, shout at them that you know they're following and threaten them to back off. So the right answer here is option A, break the line of sight and exit from another route. So the reason this is the right answer is because
she not ready herself.
Breaking the line of sight
She's
is
not
power
ready.
here. Once this person
She's
can't
not
see
ready.
you, regain tactical control of the
She's not
situation.
ready. I ain't want to
Entering
answer
the
that
building
question.
also gives you many alternate exits, angles, and barriers. And most people that are following you don't expect sudden lateral movement. Most likely they're watching you for forward momentum. And if you break the line of sight, you now have options to either double back, wait it out, or have a more controlled confrontation on your own terms. Option B, running to the evacuation point, is a bad idea because it shows desperation, and more importantly, you're going to lead them to your only safe haven and potentially compromise it. Option C, ambushing them, is also a bad idea because even if you win, you risk injury or noise. And you don't know anything about this person, so it's very unlikely that you're going to control the fight. Option D, threatening them out loud, is also a bad idea because aggressive posturing only works if you have leverage in the situation. Otherwise, you're escalating a situation where that person may feel cornered or it provokes violence. So you've successfully evaded this person and you're now 1 block away from the evacuation zone. A lone zombie is blocking the gate entrance. It's slow, but it's fully alert and squarely in your path. You have a crowbar, a flashlight, a water bottle, and a cracked riot shield that you found earlier. What do you do? Option A, use the riot shield to push it aside and run past. Option B, blind the zombie with a flashlight and strike it over the head with a crowbar.
Niggas think this shit Dead by Daylight, planting some shit with a fucking flashlight. What?
Option C, wait for another person to draw its attention and then move. Or option D, throw your water bottle to the far side of the street and then rush through.
Walk up, as I've been doing all day. Bang. Whoosh. Walk. It's only one. It's only one.
So the correct answer here is option A, push through with the shield. So the reason this is the right answer is because bypassing is always smarter if you have the option. And here, disabling the zombie is not necessary. A riot shield gives you both force and direction. Option B, fighting the zombie, again, risks too much noise and injury, and you're this close to the destination. Combat is unnecessary here if you have the option to redirect and move on. For your best chance of survival, you should always avoid fights.
She's passive. She is passive. She is passive. Okay. She's very passive.
Option C, waiting it out, and option D, throwing the bottle, are not good because the zombie's already seen you, so it's unlikely that waiting it out or distracting it will be very effective. So you successfully bypass the zombie and you finally arrive at the evacuation site. It's surrounded by high fencing, guards, and you can see a panicked looking crowd nearby. You accidentally dropped your crowbar during the encounter earlier, and so
how I dropped my fucking crowbar? If I would have killed it, I would have had it. Because now you panicking.
now you're unarmed. What's the most strategic way to approach? Option A, push through the crowd because urgency signals that you need help. Option B, wait nearby and watch how the guards treat incoming people. Option C, call out from a distance and raise your arms. Or option D, walk directly to the guards, show your hands, and stay silent.
Everyone keeps asking me how I do my podcast alone. The answer, Riverside.
My quiz stop at 27, my nigga. I helped you get here. You choose on what you do. You choose on what you do. I help you get here. Now I'm finna go home. I'm going back to my base, my nigga. I help you get here. Bye, my nigga. No.
So the correct answer here is option B, observe before approaching. So the reason this is the right answer is because evacuation zones are often unstable. You don't know if the guards are armed or overwhelmed. Option A, pushing in, could get you mistaken for a threat, and option C draws attention to you, again without you having further context. Option D, walking up silently, can also be seen as evasive or again potentially confrontational. The safest thing to do is still to watch protocol and then mimic it calmly. So that wraps up the last of the questions, and hopefully you made it. So count up how many of the answers you got correct.
She ain't making it. She is not making it. Let's see what somebody like. If boiling water may spells you to clean your stove. Facts. I ain't pick up on that. This is that you can do all this same time. Thank you. Combinations. I know I wasn't tripping. Okay. Point system. Okay, that would have been, yeah. If you try to survive, you use this video, you were down 100%. Thank you. We was not tripping. We is not tripping. But I like her reasoning. I kind of like her.